What a cliffhanger. The ending of episode 13 of My Demon left fans anxious as Do-Hee's life hangs in the balance. However, GuWon will be in time to save her. My Demon is gradually wrapping up, with only 3 episodes left. A lot can still happen. My Demon has most of us in its grips, as we are anxious to know how Do-Hee and GuWon's story will end in their new lifetime. The ending of episode 13 didn't make things easy, as Suk-Min finally revealed his true colors. The thing is, no one suspected that he could be the real culprit. Do-Hee had suspected that he might have known what his son Do-Gyeong had been up to, but never knew the extent of his calamities. Without such knowledge, she put herself in harm's way, by being alone with the monster. However, I think GuWon will be in time to save her from the monster. Se-Ra finally revealed the truth to GuWon. So this will make it easy for him to trace to Do-Hee, now that he knows what Suk-Min is capable of. Moreover, Do-Hee is the heroine, she can't die just yet. And from the preview, it looks like Suk-Min will be arrested for his many sins, which will include the attempted murder of Do-Hee. However, with 3 more episodes left, it could be too soon for him to face justice. What's more, the mystery surrounding Madame Ju and Do-Hee's parents' deaths is gradually coming to light. Suk-Min had witnessed what transpired between Madame Ju and Do-Hee's parents on that fateful night. However, it also looks like Se-Ra had also been a witness. On the other hand, Star Jean is still bent on leaving Korea to sort out her feelings. Good for her. Bok-Gyu and Do-Gyeong are still waxing strong. These two are a match made in heaven, and they add some comic relief to the drama. Well, before the cliffhanger happened, Do-Hee and GuWon fully basked in their love in the recently concluded episode 13. It felt more like the calm before the storm. But in this case, I think the storm will bring with it much-needed closure and justice. Do-Hee is still fixed in the past and needs closure on what happened the night her parents died. GuWon tried his best to make her happy. He bought her flowers, and even went as far as going into her dream to turn her sadness into happiness. This was a very interesting and nice perk of being a demon. What's more, they professed their love for one another once again. One of the funniest things in the recently concluded episode is GuWon's new job description, being Do-Hee's husband. Who else wonders what makes Suk-Min tick? He is really the devil's spawn. Killing his mother wasn't enough for him. From Se-Ra's words to GuWon, it looks like he might be behind his son's death too. I've wondered what he wants to gain from his many atrocities. From the looks of things, it looks like he desperately hates his mother, and does not only want to erase her and her achievements, but also wants to show her that he can outdo her. You would think he would stop after Do-Hee gave up the company and her inheritance, and after Do-Gyeong's death. But no, he's only beginning. He plans to make the permanent staffers part-timers. He also wants to dismantle the foundation his mother built as a form of social responsibility. When he couldn't get Do-Hee and Suk-Hoon to hand over their shares in the company, he took drastic measures. He created a whistleblower and set in motion Suk-Hoon's dismissal as CEO. From the looks of things, it seems like Madame Ju is no innocent. There must be a reason she always had sad eyes around Do-Hee. There must be a reason she left the company to Do-Hee, instead of her kids. She must have done something to carry such guilt in her heart. Her guilt made her treat Do-Hee differently from her kids, creating hatred and enmity among them. I wonder what made her treat her children the way she did. However, I think Suk-Min only has half the story of what transpired that night. He doesn't know what happened after Madame Ju went after Do-Hee's parents. GuWon could hold the key to what transpired. It looks like Do-Hee's parents made a deal with him, and unfortunately, that night was the night for payment. It also looks like Madame Ju might have made a deal with him. This could be part of the reason she became religious, as she thought that she saw the devil. I think her guilt could stem from chasing Do-Hee's parents that night, which ultimately led to their deaths in her eyes. If you watch closely, you will see that she wanted to go to them to help them before the car combusted, which also caused her injury. This could be my fear for Do-Hee talking. I truly hope that Madame Ju had nothing to do with their deaths, as this would devastate Do-Hee. I also wonder if she made a deal with GuWon that night and what it was. GuWon currently has no idea that he's at the center of this. He alone holds the key to what transpired that night. And this could decide his fate with Do-Hee. If he made a deal with Do-Hee's parents and collected their souls that night, Do-Hee could feel a type of way. Worse, if her parents made the deal because of her. This will eat her up alive. I wonder how the writer plans to get them through this hurdle. However, GuWon also picked the lover's card, just like Do-Hee. According to Youngmi, it symbolizes the completion of love. This gives me hope that they will find their happily ever after in this lifetime. I don't know how to feel about Sara. She kept quiet until her monster of a husband killed their son. She became fearful and only did something because she knew she was next. She wanted to run away to save her life, but was caught while clearing the safe, by Suk-Min. To cover his crimes, he locked her up in a hospital. This is going to be his downfall, as Sara is going to be detrimental to his downfall. In the preview for episode 14, the investigators can be heard saying that Suk-Min failed to eliminate one piece of evidence. The evidence could be Sara, as she knows of his many crimes, and might have documented them. Sara can be seen finally returning the demon manual to GuWon. This was part of the deal they made. GuWon promised to help her escape her hell, if she knew where the manual was. She also confirmed what Suk-Min said about Madame Ju having a hand in Do-Hee's parents' deaths. I think this could make GuWon remember the night in question. I also think that GuWon will be in time to save Do-Hee. He must have teleported to her after hearing what Sara had to say. This could be how he knows what Suk-Min said to Do-Hee about Madame Ju. What's more, the self-consumed Suwon can be seen finally realizing the extent of her brother's tyranny. Do you think Madame Ju killed Do-Hee's parents, or do you think they made a deal with GuWon? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.